What's up, guys? Have you ever seen anybody do a kettlebell swing like that? That is not the right way to do a kettlebell swing. We're going to review, a lot of you have asked me the difference between a hip hinge pattern and a squat pattern. So we're going to take a deep dive into that today. A kettlebell swing along with Romanian deadlifts, conventional deadlifts, all of those are hip hinge patterns, right? Things like wall balls or back squats or front squats, things like that, goblet squats are a squat pattern. So what are the main differences between the two? We're going to review that now. Okay, so first we're going to go over the hinge pattern. So what is a hinge, right? It's something that opens and closes like this. We're going to think like a door hinge, right? A hip hinge. That means this joint in our body is hinging, okay? So think of a deadlift. If I'm going to deadlift this, I'm going to hinge at the hips, I'm going to stay neutral in my spine, I'm going to tension my entire posterior chain to lift that kettlebell up, okay? So, the hip hinge pattern, more posterior chain engagement, hinging more at the hips with a slight bend to the knee, always neutral spine, and engaging all of the posterior chain a lot more, right? So lower back, hamstrings, glutes, all of that are on a little bit more in that hip hinge pattern. Now, if we talk about a squat pattern, with a squat pattern, I'm going to squat this kettlebell. I'm going to engage by driving my hips back and my knees out, and I'm going to bend more at my knees than my hips, right? So I'm going to engage my quadriceps more by going through more knee flexion in the squat pattern. Right? So the big difference is squat pattern, bend in the knee, more quadricep engagement, still neutral spine. Hip hinge pattern, more engagement in the posterior chain, hinging at the hips, still neutral spine. Big differences, okay? Pay attention to these, know which one you're doing, know which one you should be doing with the movement, and ask if you don't know. But they are big differences, muscle groups are different. Pay attention to that, and good luck, fix your movement, move on.